like Donald Duck.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Again, we're continuing with the Halloween costumes. Can you guys guess what I am? Hint, I am, well, my name is a day of the week. Let me know in the comments below. But before we get started with today's video, to remind you again, I will now be streaming on Twitch. I am very excited for this. However, I am a little bit nervous just because this is going to be my first time ever streaming on Twitch for, like, I guess a very prolonged period of time live. But I can't wait to interact with you guys. So again, by the time you watch this video, I will be streaming tomorrow. So tomorrow on Friday, I still don't know what time it is because again, I'm filming this video like probably like a week before. So you will know the time soon, just because by the time you watch this video, I'll announce it here on a YouTube story, on a YouTube post. I'll announce it on Instagram, I'll announce it on Facebook, and I'll also have it on my Twitch schedule. So again, if you guys are interested in following me on Twitch, I will have my Twitch here and also in the description down below. My first stream will be tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Now, today we are going to continue sanding the car. I feel like this is like every single time I sand the car, it's like, all right, a redo, take 3, take 4. Because I just keep doing it and then I am just not doing it correctly. And also, you guys saw the previous video of me removing the door handles from the car. And in that video, I asked you if this was fine, getting it down to the primer. I didn't realize, just realizing it now, is that I asked you, is this fine? Which I won't know because I am making this video before that video is even out to even listen to what you guys are saying, if that's fine or not. So hopefully this is okay, because this is what I'm going to aim for today. Just get it down to the primer nice and smooth. And I really hope that this is okay, because I do plan on working on the car and sanding it on my first Twitch stream, just because this takes a very long time. And who knows, maybe by the time you guys answer me with this, I won't even know it because I'll be streaming on Twitch. So, you know, who knows? I can always just go back and fix it and like take 112. So we will be using the orbital sander tool. So instead of doing it manually, that was like a huge improvement when I tried this. So let's go ahead and start with that. First, I'm starting off with the hood. This is the orbital sander that I'm using. I really like this one, well, using this tool, just because it has a filter and I don't have to use a face mask, which gets a little bit annoying, to be honest. So, a few things. I remember a lot of you saying that when it got to these little grooves, any little groove or area that's not flat on the car, to avoid them and do them by hand. So that's what I will do. I won't get too close to these areas, and then once I'm done sanding this whole car with this, then I'll go ahead and do it by hand. And another thing is that I guess, you know, all these questions that I won't know the answers to until I feel like it's too late. So I did get to the primer, which is this main area here, but see how some areas here are still spotty? I still need to get them, well, I am still trying to get them just to everything match with the primer. But then I tried doing that here just to test it out a bit, and I feel like I went past the primer, and that's why it's a different shade. So these little different areas, so is that fine, or do I just leave these little areas just like this, even though it's not the primer? It's still smooth, just because I am going to go ahead and continue with the primer, you know, prime it again once I'm ready, or maybe just do this by hand. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if it's fine to get it like this, or just stop at the primer, and if I miss anything, then just do it by hand, or it's fine to go like that. Either way, for now, I am going to avoid that, because to me that looks like maybe I shouldn't go that far, and then just stick to the primer. So these areas will probably stay like this, probably some areas of the car, and then I'll just wait to see what you guys tell me. Oh, so the way I'm doing this before I start, I am applying not that much pressure, especially here. Primer, I'm probably just going to do like a little bit here and then just move on quickly. Once I get to the paint area that still looks like maroon, then I apply a little bit more pressure. Okay, so I think I figured it out. I guess just using this and then just having some logic, and I figured it out. So the areas that were like still had a little bit of paint, I was able to even them out. So how I did that without getting more of these like past the primer areas, I just put it on A, which is the lowest setting. And when I was working on the whole car, I was on C. And another thing that I did when trying to avoid the grooves and like just the sides of the car where it's just not flat, I kind of applied more pressure on like a certain area, so more on the flat area than like the groove or the side area. So I feel like that worked better than what I was doing. So I guess just more practice, you kind of get the hang of it. I mean, still let me know if that's good or not. To me, it doesn't look good, but we're past that point. So for now, I am just going to power through the rest of the hood, and then I'll see you guys then. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with the hood, at least as much as I can do with the orbital sander. And by the way, I feel like this filter, I checked it and it sucks because it's not getting anything. You can see the dust is everywhere, it's like going everywhere. I might as well have worn a mask, but I'm not gonna wear a mask with this wig. It'll be the most uncomfortable thing. So like I said, I think it's done. I feel like all of these edges I obviously can't do with this because I'll end up messing it up. I would have to do it by hand. But do I really have to do it by hand? Because if I plan on repainting this car the same color, so do I actually have to like get everything down primer, or can I just leave it like this as it stands and then just put primer on top of it and repaint it? Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully I don't have to do this by hand, because even though using this is a lot faster and easier, it's like you still have to do the most annoying stuff by hand. Which, whatever, you know, if I have to do it, I'll do it. So since we're done here, let's move on to the trunk. So the trunk, first of all, I think I sound like Bane from Batman. The trunk seems to have like a lot more paint or a lot more gloss. I sound like Donald Duck than the hood. So you saw all that dust and I'm like, this is a little bit too much. I'm inhaling it. So I have to put on this mask. It's very uncomfortable with this wig, but I refuse to get out of character. I have to stay in character, being Wednesday, sanding the car. So I'm going to try to hurry up so I can take this off. I have no idea what is going on here because I am sanding. I'm also applying a lot more pressure, and it seems like this trunk didn't have any primer because it just looks like this. So I tried, I'm like, is it me or something? I tried on like the heaviest setting on F, and then this is what happens. It just turned into a jawbreaker. This is very new to me. I am just going to keep sanding until I remove all of these manual scuffs from me manually sanding, and then leave it like that, I guess. I don't know. Why is this like this? I guess let me know in the comments. Is it common for like the trunk and not to have any primer? Okay, let's continue. Okay, I think we're done for today with the hood and the trunk. The trunk, you know, really threw me here with like, what is going on? Again, no primer, and I applied pressure. This is the only thing. I just encountered a whole bunch of circles, which reminds me of the movie Signs. I don't know. It's one of my favorite movies ever. But like, what is this? Could it have been repainted before, reglossed? I don't know. I'm like taking shots in the dark here because I don't know. And I didn't do anything different. I'm doing the same technique that I did on the trunk, so I don't know what this is. And if I go any further, like any more pressure, then I get this. I don't want that. That clearly does not look right. So do I leave it like this? Do I keep going? What is this? Let me know in the comments below what you think that is. Hopefully I don't find that anywhere else, because now this car's gonna look like a cheetah. It looks all hazy now. Now it looks like a leopard or a cheetah with these circles. So that is it for today. I feel like this car just keeps surprising me. Every single video, something new happens. But remember, tomorrow I will be streaming on Twitch. I'll have my link in the description down below. I know some people have told me that they can't find me or they try searching for me, and I think that's because I haven't streamed yet. So maybe that's why you're not able to. So my link is down below. I still don't know the time yet, but I will announce it probably sometime later on today, because by the time you see this will be Thursday. YouTube story, YouTube post, Instagram, and Facebook. So remember to search for those. And I can't wait to see you guys there. I will read all of your comments, at least most of them, as much as I can, so I can be prepared for continuing the sanding of this car on Twitch, because I want to know if what I'm doing is right or not, and who knows, I feel lost here. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.